day of August 2020, having successfully completed my second tenure of 4 years each in office. Over the years, I have served in that capacity, and indeed much earlier I have come to develop a bond and familiarity with politicians, community leaders, women and youth across segments in every land and climb in Taraba State. Today it's obvious that I have a relationship with all Tarabans in a way or the other which cut across ethnic, religious, or zonal divides. In the light of this incontrovertible fact, I'm your son, brother, uncle and father. I'm your friend, I'm Victor Balakuna. I come to you in peace by the grace of Almighty God, carrying a simple message of love and charity to one another as a panacea to resolving the myriad of issues that have been derailed our dear state and hampered its development over the years. We are certainly going through daunting challenges in every aspect of our lives. And it is true that there can only be a meaningful development when peace is guaranteed. But it is equally true that such peace must be deeply rooted in love for one another to promote unity and prosperity among our people. This could only be achieved when we put our differences, ensure justice, equity, and then of course, give each and every Taraban a sense of belonging, regardless of its ethnic or religious background. On my own, I put myself forward to serve as the torchbearer to light the way and unite all Tarabans from every nook and crannies of the state. I'm a thoroughbred politician, born and raised in Taraba. I understand the issues, and I know where the shoes pinches. I connect easily to the grassroots, and I can speak their language. I've spent most of my political career in party administration, having once been the state chairman of USCB in 1996, before becoming the state chairman of PDP in 2012. Under my watch as state chairman, the PDP has maintained and deepened its control in Taraba State, winning 2 consecutive gubernatorial elections in 2015 and 2019, which indeed produced the present administration of His Excellency Architect Darius Dixon Ishaq, the captain of the rescue mission. Our desire is to further consolidate the grip of the PDP in Taraba politics and translate such control into meaningful and giant development strides in line with the party policy of political inclusion and infrastructural development. As a co-party man, I will run an inclusive government if elected, believing as I do that set goals are only achievable when people are involved in such a way they can clearly see our vision and motivate them to build confidence in our collective efforts to achieve those lofty goals. Taraba is blessed with abundant resources, both in human and material terms. We have no business with poverty. All that is required is political will to harness those abundant resources for the betterment of Taraba State. We shall focus on key development areas such as education, agriculture, health, provision of infrastructure, and of course, provision of security of lives and property of Taraba, wherever they may be. This task no doubt requires some level of capacity, competence, and strength of character. Above it all, requires experience and very insightful understanding of politics. And politicians which I possess. I'm therefore putting myself forth and do hereby present myself as an aspirant for PDP gubernatorial ticket in the forthcoming primary election. On my honor, I do hereby undertake to make Taraba a better place for all, by the grace of God. Long live People's Democratic Party, long live Taraba, long live Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Thank you very much, members of the press. Please, we will want you to be moderate and exercise a lot of decorum in the course of asking your questions. Please, we are friends and we will continue to remain as friends. We will be prepared to take 3 questions. Please, anybody who has a question can raise his hands so that let's start with channels.
Okay. Good evening, Your Excellency.
Gentlemen of the press.
My name is Nnameka Adimola.
Yes.
You've been at the helm of affairs of this party for 8 consecutive years, where you produced incumbent governor.
Yes.
During your term as the party chairman, you witnessed consensus arrangements in various forms. Now you are jostling for the same position. Will you in any way agree to consensus arrangements if that would be the case?
In PDP, we believe in consensus arrangement, but it's discretionary and optional, depending on the understanding of the aspiration of all the ambitious aspirants. So, if the consensus, we adopt consensus by picking the right candidate who knows the nook and crannies of the polity, and we adopt. You cannot just come and do consensus on an unpopular candidate who is not even known. We pick consensus on to favor a candidate that is known. See my profile, I will be willing to accept consensus as long as it favors me, because there is no any other candidate in PDP better than I do.
Blueprint.
Thank you, Your Excellency, sir. My name is Andrew Oji from the Blueprints. I have 2 questions for you. One, still boils down to follow up on what my colleague, the question my colleague had just asked. There are just these speculations that already there is an ordained candidate at the moment, and that already there is a plea for you to pick form for Senate. If that plea comes to you, will you accept that? That is one. Second, you said you want to make Taraba as a better place for all. From this government where you served as the former chairman of the PDP, where you produced a governor, are you saying Taraba is not a better place, or is there any way you want to make it a better place?
First and foremost, let me give you this plan. There is no anointed candidate, and I'm not aware of any anointed candidate. So, when I talk about Taraba, Taraba is in good shape now, under the governorship of Governor Daniel T.C. Bishop. You can see, look at the development. Before 2015, Taraba was not like this. The present governor has made remarkable development and achievement in the state. Why I'm saying that Obeta Taraba is improvement on what good thing he has put. Last question.
Justin.
Good evening, Your Excellency.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes.
My question is, my name is Justin. I work for Punch newspaper. My question is on economy. in your speech recently, you say Taraba is so rich and cannot be poor, and that it only needs the political will to pull through. Can you expatiate more for an average voter who will be voting for improvement in his welfare, improvement in his healthcare, improvement in his economy and agricultural business? What will you do differently in terms of political will? Because when you say political will is so broad, what will you do in terms of ABC to better the loss of Nigeria of Tarabas?
Okay, thank you very much for this important question. You know the motto of Taraba, nature's gift to the nation. To the nation. We have abundant natural resources. All what we need a political head that will exploit the advantages. Taraba can feed the nation. The educational potential of Taraba, if we boost food production, we will competently feed the nation. I rest my case.